how exactly we define that we are feeling lost in our career. In my experience, when all of a sudden you realize that you do not know what you are doing and where this job is taking you, what is that you're trying to achieve out of this job, and above all, the strange feeling of, oh my God, this is what I have to do for the rest of my life. And I'm sure most of you would have felt that way at some point in your career. There is still a very big question which is left to answer, and that is that how do we actually know that this is not something we want to do? This is not something we want to pursue, or it is just a feeling and it will go away. How do we validate that feeling that I'm feeling lost and this is not something I want to do? So there is a very simple thing that you can do to get your answer, and that is look around, look at the hierarchy of your job profile, or forget about job profile. Look around in your company. Is there any person in the entire company whose profile or whose work looks promising to you, or you feel aspired to do that same kind of work or to be at the same position level? Money, for sure, I know there will be a lot of people we want to earn as much as the CEO is earning, but let's be real. So you have to literally figure this out, that is there any person you aspire to become like one? And if there is no one like whom you want to become, then my friend, you are on the wrong ship. You're on the wrong ship, you are in the wrong direction. So in this video we will discuss more about how you can fix that and how you can really find what you're looking for. Let's get started. I want to start by saying that nobody in the world has 100% visibility to what they are trying to achieve or how they will achieve things, how the entire plan will look like. I mean, come on, we all are living this life first time, so we cannot be pro at it. We have not practiced enough. It is a live case that we are living. We have to simply try to get best out of it. It's like driving a car on a foggy day when there is very poor visibility. If you have your destination in mind, there is very high chance that you will very easily reach your destination even when the visibility is poor. Why? Because you have to just follow the path, the road which is immediately visible to you. Like maybe you have a 10 meters of vision, 20-meter, 50-meter of vision. You just drive, and by the time you reach that 50-meter, you will have the visibility for the next 50-meter, and that's how you will reach your destination, because you know where you want to go. But if you do not know where you want to go, what is your destination, and it is a foggy day, there is a very slim chance that you reach there. But sadly, we do not think about career in that way, and we make our EMIs our North Star, our guiding star, or I should say compass. And wherever we get more money, we just end up being there. We end up taking that offer without even realizing whether this job offer is taking us in the right direction, whether this will ultimately lead to the destination that we want to reach. We do not think all of that. So now I'll tell you a very simple exercise that every single one of you can do at your own end. It doesn't cost anything. It doesn't require anything much. You just need pen and paper, or you can even use your digital devices. That's fine. This is on your preference. And we'll start the exercise by answering few questions, and then those answers will give us the direction so that we do not feel lost in our career. And I like to call this exercise as my guiding star. You can name it however you like it. So the first question that you have to answer in this exercise is, what is your goal? What you want your life to look like? Life as in your day-to-day life. What you want to do in your day-to-day, how you want to live your life. I mean, it can be anything. Your goal can be buying a car, buying a house, or achieving financial freedom, things like that. It can be anything. And don't worry, these goals can change. You can do this exercise as many times as you want, and every single time you repeat it, you will have your true answers. So make sure you write this answer with as much authenticity as you can. Write down things that you really crave. Do not write by seeing others, what other people are doing, so let me also do the same thing or write the same thing or have the same goal. No, goals that are authentic to you, that you really crave in your life, write those goals. And this exercise doesn't work if you do it, if you think that you're smart enough and you'll just do in your mind. It doesn't work like that. You will have to write either on a notebook on or on your laptop, whatever you prefer. So write down the answer to this question, that what is your goal? What is that you actually want? Now, the second question that you have to answer in this exercise is, identify the gap between what you want and what your current reality looks like, and write down about that gap. For example, you want to have a job which is work from home, but you currently have a job which requires you to go to work. Write that down, write that gap, that I want to work from home, but I have a job which requires me to go to work. Or for example, your desire, your goal is to live in a 4 BHK house, but right now you are living in a 1 BHK or 2 BHK house. So that's the gap. I'm just giving you the idea. The gap will be basis what your actual goal is and how it is different from your current reality. We are trying to identify that gap. Write down every single description that you can think of, because these points will actually help you determine how you reach that goal. And in the third step, you have to answer that what exactly will take you to your destination. Say, for example, as we took example of working from home. So what you will have to do to work from home if your current reality is not aligned, you have a job which requires you to work from office. What exactly will help you get a work from home job, how you will get it? Do not think about hurdles, what happens, doesn't happen, not getting the job, or manager not approving work from home, or whatever hurdles, or maybe you do not have money yet to shift to a 4 BHK. Do not think about all of that. Just write down what will take you from point A to point B. So now for further evaluation in this exercise, we will take one example so that you understand how to do it for yourself. Say, for example, your goal is to achieve financial freedom. That is one of your goal, and that's a very important and fair goal. And now, how will you achieve financial freedom? Everybody knows that we have to invest. And for investing, what we need, why we can't invest, what is the hurdle? Because we do not have the money, and we also do not have the time to learn how to invest or to learn how to earn the extra money that we need for an investment. Now, what's next? How you can earn that extra money? Now, your job is giving you a fixed amount of money, but you need extra money. Say, for example, you need 50,000 per month extra. How to earn that extra 50,000? Obviously, you'll have to do something extra, because leaving the job is not a solution for everyone. And there's no guarantee that you will switch a job and there will be a hike of 50, 60,000 so that you can invest that kind of money in your investments. So you need to do something extra. Now we came at that conclusion. Now, to do something extra, you need more hours to put in to get the idea, and then to start working on that idea, or to experiment few other things. You need time. So now what inputs we have? That we need 50,000 per month extra, and then we also need time so that we can earn that 50,000, and we can think about some idea and we can start working on that idea. Now the problem is that the job doesn't leave us with much time so that we can put that time into the ideas or the side projects so that we can get that 50,000 extra money. So now what's the first step of solving this problem? First is to look internally, that if we are wasting any of our time, are we scrolling too much on social media? We are spending too much time talking to random people or partying on the weekend. And if we can get some time from there, we can utilize some time from there and can actually work towards an idea, which will then generate us that kind of money. So first do that inspection. And if you really feel that that is not helping, or then what's the next step? Next step is you will have to claim back hours from your full-time job, which means the next step would be to discuss with your manager if you can work from home, if not 7 days, even 1 day or 2 days, because your commute take 2 hours. You can save those 2 hours, and when you work from home, you save lot many hours that you can really invest into something else, learning something new or doing something new. Now, when you have this clarity in your head that, okay, this is the step, I need to talk to my manager, then you talk to your manager. If your manager says, yeah, 1 day per week is fine, or maybe 2 days per week is fine, you go ahead with that plan and you start the ideation process for that side project or whatever you want to experiment on. If that doesn't work out, then we think about the extreme step. And what is the extreme step? Extreme step is that we look out for a job which either involves lesser number of hours or is a work from home, so that we can save our time from commute and all the coffee breaks and all of that stuff, and we put that time into our side project. So you see how whatever action we are taking, whether we are speaking to our manager or we are trying to find another job, we know why we are doing it. There is a sense of direction. We exactly know the reason that why we are doing it and what we will achieve out of the next job that we are trying to move in. So that is the beauty of this exercise. So when you apply to other jobs, you'll be very clear in your mind that what you need. Obviously when you are switching, you'll get that hike, all of that is fine, but there, do not get into the trap of, oh, now that I'm switching the job, it's paying me 30,000 extra in hand, so that much is fine, I'll put it in my investment. No, no, think about your bigger goal. You wanted to invest 50K in your investments, and that's why you were switching at the first place. So if there is a job which is paying you 30,000 extra but is not work from home, is not the answer to the question you started with, that you need more time to work on that side project, then do not accept that offer. Please, please, that is the whole point of this exercise. That is why it's a guiding star. One more time doesn't settle with the wrong job, because again then you'll be stuck in that vicious cycle that you wanted something else but you settled for something else. Now it doesn't align with your career goals, and you end up being wherever you were. Maybe you make little progress, but that's not your goal. Your goal was financial freedom, and there is a certain timeline, and there is a certain amount of money and timeline that you have put in the process. And if you keep settling like this for the jobs that do not fulfill your requirement, there's a very slim chance that you'll reach your goal. So this is how the whole evaluation process goes. Now you can do this for any kind of goal. You can do this for, if you want to be fit and healthy, or it can be any other goal. Maybe you want to travel more, or maybe you want to work like a nomad and you do not want to be restricted at your desk or any location. So if you answer questions like that, you will finally arrive at the steps that you need to take to reach where you want to, and then you will not feel lost. Whatever action you are taking or whatever you are doing, whether be in your job or in your free time, you know that why I'm doing it. And that feeling of being lost, that I don't know what I'm doing, or if this is something I'll do for my whole life, those thoughts will not haunt you, because now you have clarity, you know what you are doing, why you are doing. And with this example of financial freedom, I get reminded of the video that I did where I talk about how and why you should plan for your financial freedom bridge that will help you reach your financial freedom sooner. So if you need more perspective on how to build your financial freedom bridge, watch this video next, because you'll get a lot of clarity and you will know exactly what you need to do to build your bridge. So guys, that was it. That's all I wanted to share, and I would love to hear from you that what exactly you found helpful in this video, or is there anything that you want to share that helped you and can help us and other viewers of this channel, so that we can all grow together. Please leave your thoughts and your desired topics to be discussed as well in the comment section. With that, I'm signing off. You keep on watching more content on the Corporate Diaries, and I will see you in my next one. Till then, stay safe and healthy. Take care. Bye.